Yeah, bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitches.
We're live.
But your games ain't y'all two game. Your game ain't over yet, right?
Who?
Yours.
Man, that shit been over.
No, I'm saying it's not a final though yet, right?
No, it's final. It's been up. It's been final for like 5-10 minutes.
What score? What was the score?
38-13 or some shit like that.
What was the Bills and Rams score? Was it still 38-21?
No, they're still playing. It's 44-35, and Buffalo got the ball on that on the Rams 2 yard line with a minute left. This game's over. They down 9. They can't even win.
All right, let's get to it. All right, man. Welcome to Sunday. Welcome everybody to the On God podcast. Everything I do it on God. Every time we do it on God. When I do it with these two crazy motherfuckers, we do it on God. I am Young Money Bad News, the co-CEO of the Star Money Click, the number one rapper in the world, and BMC Capo. That is 1-5, the other co-CEO of the Star Money Click, the number one producer in the world, and the owner of Punish Me Vodka, who actually sponsors this whole episode and every episode we do. That is Jimmy 2 times, the disgruntled 49er fan and hopeful Sooner fan, and my brother from another mother. And we are the On God podcast. So we're going to jump right into the NCAA World Conference Championships on Friday and Saturday. We'll start Friday. Boise State 21, UNLV 7. Genty had a big game again, over 200 yards rushing. I kind of can't take the Heisman from him. I think Travis Hunter had a hell of a year, but I think what's hurting Travis Hunter is they didn't make the postseason, they didn't play for no championships, and we ain't gonna get to see him enough no more. And Genty gonna keep playing. So I kind of think it's Genty's award now. So that's just I don't know about y'all. I feel like y'all agree with me too. But
Yeah.
My pocketbook says Dylan Gabriel needs to win so that I can cash out 5 Gs. Other than
Is
that,
he getting invited to the? Is he getting invited to the award?
he should. He was like third nods to win it.
Oh, I don't know. You know?
I didn't even know he was in a conversation. I never seen him
That's
in a
Oregon
conversation.
quarterback, right?
Yeah, but I never seen him in a conversation all year.
Mm-mm.
He's
I think he had a good year, just like he did last year. But I don't know about Heisman.
Yeah,
Good.
I don't think he's good enough to.
well, he's got the third best odds behind Hunter and your boy up there at Boise.
They must
Hmm.
have just threw him in that bitch or something because I
Yeah.
didn't see that game.
I play Seth
I mean,
But
I'll
Bell.
put you. I can't even name more than 2 people, 3 people outside of Shador, Hunter, and Genty. That's it.
I just gave you
and I
one.
and I think Genty should get it, so it don't even matter to me.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
Yeah.
think
think
they're gonna take.
Definitely.
Jimmy
I don't.
is that he played in a he didn't play in a Power Five. I think that's going to hurt him just slightly. I mean, it may not, but I think that if he doesn't win, that's why he didn't do it against Power Five.
I don't think it's gonna hurt him because they won the championship and they got the third seed in the college football playoff. I think that's the reason why he gonna win it. Honestly, and he was damn near 200 a game. Damn near though, like literally, like, and he rushed for over
And he's their
2,000
everything.
yards. He
Right?
is.
He's their
He
everything
is.
too.
He is. He is. He is.
Yeah.
Army got the W over Tulane, 35-14. Army is the number 24 team in the country.
Yep.
The Big 12 championship was played first. Arizona State put an ass whooping on Iowa State, 45-19. We all definitely picked Arizona State on the pod, so we kind of seen this coming. Arizona State been rolling.
They remind me of Indiana.
They do. Arizona State.
Yeah. Arizona State reminds me of Indiana.
SMU loses to Clemson in the ACC title game. Clemson walks away with the W. We're gonna get into the top 12 after this is over. I'm gonna talk about who made it and who didn't. SEC championship game. Texas let Georgia win at the end. Georgia gets a touchdown in overtime. Referees called damn near 11 penalties on Texas in this game to make sure that the game never got away from Georgia, which was not a surprise. If you watch the game, it was a shit show. I've never seen so many penalties in a championship game in my life. It was just like it wasn't even worth watching. It was irritating. And in the Big Ten title game, Oregon wins 45-37 over Penn State. Penn State put up a showing late, but it wasn't enough. Penn State ain't got enough offense, and Drew Aller is still a pamper. Regardless of him getting 37 points, he's still a pamper. So we know who won their conference championships in the NCAA. I'm about to go over the top 12 real fast, and then I'm going to jump to the NFL. So, in this first round of the college football playoff, the top four is Oregon, Georgia, Boise State, Arizona State. That's the top four. They all get a bye. The 5 versus 12 matchup is Texas versus Clemson. The game is played in Texas at their stadium. Penn State is number 6. SMU is number 11. The game is at Penn State. Probably a whiteout game. I see it coming. Notre Dame, Indiana. The game is in South Bend. Indiana gets to travel to South Bend, which is not far from where they are. So it's going to be an in-town battle, which I'm in-state battle. I love that. And then the Buckeyes host the Tennessee Vols in the shoe, where my cousin Lil Howard would be rooting for his Tennessee Vols, and my family that's Buckeye fans will definitely be rooting for the Buckeyes against his boys. My question to the guys: did the committee get it right?
Some of the seating could have been a little better, but I think they got it right. Team-wise, they got it right. I mean, I think Alabama didn't deserve to be in there, even though ESPN sucked their dick all the way to trying to get them in there. I watched the selection thing today, and I would have thought if somebody died, you know what I mean? Like a crew member died because Alabama didn't get in there. And the only one that kind of kept it real was Herb Street with the you guys lost to Oklahoma late in the year. That screwed you guys out of it. If you wouldn't have lost to Oklahoma, you guys would have beat SMU for that last spot. But, Alabama didn't do what they were supposed to do, and that's win. And then you got the old coach from Alabama talking about, are we celebrating wins or are we doing strength of schedule? Well, if that's the case, the fucking 98th team in the nation will probably make the damn playoffs if you go just by strength of schedule, just because they play all the Alabamas and Georgias of the world. They ain't going to win them, but they got the hell of a strength of schedule. I think you definitely go with wins, and then you factor in strength of schedule when it's a tie. SMU had 2 losses. Alabama had 3, and that's the end of the story. Alabama had more losses. You just go home.
I mean, it's
it's not hard. It's not rocket science.
I was just happy that the SEC only has 2 damn teams in there, and they really didn't deserve any this year because unfortunately, you got to put the winner of the SEC in the damn thing. But Texas looked like shit. Georgia is shit. It's just as far as the tournament setup, how everything looks, I'm not disappointed in anything. I am intrigued about the matchup between you guys and Tennessee. I think that's going to be a good game right there. I already know where I'll be watching that game, or will be watching that game. So, I'm excited for that. I mean, I'm really excited, man, because I think this is the first time we get down to the nitty gritty of the college football year, and I ain't mad at what the fucking committee did. I'm not mad at any of this shit. You know what I mean? I'm happy for SMU. I'm happy for Boise State. They're gonna get the doors blown off, but hey, they're in there. You know what I mean? They deserve to win it. Won their conferences. I mean, what you gonna do? Well, SMU didn't, but either way. So
I feel
yeah.
like I feel like they for their first go around, I feel like they did better than what they were supposed to do. Um, not putting Alabama in, I think they did that on purpose because they didn't want the backlash. But I kind of feel like they wanted to put them scumbags in anyway.
Oh, they were trying.
Um,
They were trying.
yeah, they're salty about that for real.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what's really hurting the ESPN network and the SEC is because if you look in this right now, the Big Ten has the most teams in the in the tournament, and that is the proof that who has the better conference. And that's how they always labeled them being better than everybody else in the country was how many teams did we make and how many teams got here and how many ranked teams was at the end of the year from the SEC. Well, now when you're looking at it the way you're looking at it, who's got the most teams in this? I mean, it never lies. You know what I'm saying? So um, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen too. Uncle Keno will actually be hosting this game because Uncle Keno has the horseshoe now in his basement. So he called me earlier today and said, I need to know when the game is because he wants to host it. I know we will take care of the accommodations as far as what we eating on that day, and we're gonna be drinking real good that night. But it's Saturday the
Mm.
21st. Saturday the 21st at 8 o'clock. The Buckeyes will be hosting the Vols. Shout out to my cousin Lil Howard. It's gonna be a good game. Um, I can't wait to see what happens. I know y'all can't wait, so we'll see. We'll just keep everybody posted. We're gonna have a couple more pods before that week comes, which especially be next week, of course. And leading up to the games, we'll have the picks for them games. But I'm excited to see where this shit about to go. It's gonna be
Did you,
live.
did you see who Alabama drew in the bowl game?
No.
They got Michigan in the Rela Quest Bowl.
So they got to play Michigan again.
Yeah,
What else is new?
That should be exciting.
I wish they would have
Hey,
put.
hey, hey, the first quarterback who throws for 50 yards wins.
I wish they would have put Florida against Colorado. I think that would have been a hell of a game right there, Florida and Colorado.
Who Colorado get? BYU?
BYU, yeah, and then
That's gonna be a
Florida
good
got
game though.
Tulane. Huh?
That's gonna be a good game though.
No, it's
BYU
gonna be a good,
Colorado gonna be a good game.
it's gonna be a good game. I would just like to see DJ Lagway playing Shador Sanders. See how that quarterback duel would have played out.
Florida against Colorado.
Yeah, I thought that would have been a great matchup. But
So y'all stay tuned for this college football thing. It's gonna keep elevating as we get closer to the games. We're gonna keep y'all posted on what's going on. NFL Week 14. Let's jump in. Jaguars 10-6 over the Titans. I want to point this out. I just want to say this real quick. And I don't think, and this is what I was saying earlier in the year when we got a little further along in the season. I think this is the first time in like the last 5 years, maybe, that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 teams in the NFL out of 32 that have not won more than 4 games. See, normally we'll have like 2 really sorry teams in the NFL for the whole year. And they'll
We
be
got
the
about a
number
half
one.
dozen.
Yeah, they'll be the number 1 and number 2 pick, and you just know they're the number 1 and 2 pick. This year, the Browns, the Raiders, the Titans, the Jags, and the Panthers are all have not won more than 3 games. I mean, this is one
And
of
the
them
Giants.
down, and the Giants too. This is one of them down years. Yeah, I meant to say the Giants too. Down
They have the
years.
number
I
one
mean,
pick so far.
that is 6 teams. That's not normal. Like we normally might have like 2. We don't normally have this many. So I just want people to start paying attention to adding these games on to the regular season. Plus the lack of quarterback play on these teams that I'm naming is, man, this shit is real. Like, cause they're all Pampers. The Falcons, blown out by the Vikings, 42-21. We finally officially on the pod gave up on the Falcons. We have officially noticed that Kirk Cousins went back to where he played and got dog walked. Shout out to Sam Darnold and my fantasy pick. He had 5 touchdowns for me today. I really appreciate you, Sam. I'm playing 2 times too, so I needed you to do that, Sam. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
You know what's so crazy? But you know what's so crazy about that game? I was watching it on Red Zone, and Kirk Cousins threw his second interception of the game, and they were like, "Interesting fact: Kirk Cousins has thrown 7 interceptions over the last 2 games and no touchdowns." At that point, I don't know if he had thrown no touchdowns. Had thrown a touchdown today. I didn't even look at the stats no more. I just stopped paying attention to that game.
It was horrible.
That shit was terrible.
The Saints beat the Giants in a baseball thriller, 14-11. Carr went out towards the end of the game. I think he's out. I think he's about to be out for a while.
Yeah, that didn't look good.
It didn't. Browns beat the Steelers. Browns lose to the Steelers, 27-14. The Steelers are now 10-3. We will see them next week. That's gonna be a great one. The Buccaneers 28-13 over the Raiders. They're now 7-6. Raiders are 2-11. Like I said, the Lions beat the Packers 34-31. They're 12-1. They are 9-4. We beat the Panthers 22-16. We are 11-2 now. The Panthers are 3-10. And Keno called me and said during the game, he said, y'all all right? And I said, yeah, we good. It's the first half. And I said, it's the NFL. And it's in the middle of the conversation, Bryce Young throws a pick to C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I said, see how shit changes that fast? We get a pick, we score that drive. But people have to realize the NFL is the hardest league to win in besides the NBA. It just is. It's pro sports, period, is hard to win because you play the same team so many times and you see teams and people have nothing but footage on you on what you love to do and what you like to do. They know what your weaknesses is. They know what your strengths are. And like I told Keno, the Panthers have been playing good in the last 2 weeks. They should have beat they almost beat the Chiefs. They should have beat the damn who the hell they lose to last week? The Buccaneers. They had them beat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I wasn't surprised by the effort they put on the field. I actually was happy to see it because they made it a game. You know what I'm saying? So, but shout out to my squad. Saquon went for 124, 24 carries. He is still on pace to break the 2,000-yard mark. I hope he keep it going. I think he can.
He set the Eagles record. He passed.
He passed Shady. Yeah, he passed Shady. I watched the game and I was really happy to see he actually passed the top 2 guys too. Shady.
Yeah, Wilbur Montgomery too.
Yeah,
Wilbur Montgomery.
So I gotta give him his due. What was the score of the Seahawks-Cardinals game?
That was beat the shit out of them.
What's the final?
30-18.
There it is. So the Cardinals lose to the Seahawks. The Bills just lost to the Rams 44-42 in a classic.
Mm-hmm.
The Chargers are playing the Chiefs tonight at 8:20, so y'all get ready for that. The Niners won, and the Dolphins beat the Jets 29. No, it wasn't 29. It was 22-16, I think. They scored. No. It was 32. It was 32-26. My bad. 32-26. But honestly, for a Sunday, football wasn't bad today. It wasn't that bad.
No, other than the Titans and Jags game and the Saints and you know how bad the Saints and the Giants game was. Your boy Drew Lock went back to pass, right? This is the funniest shit ever. He went to go throw the ball, and dude threw a dart right at the damn running back's feet, man. It was so damn bad. Even the damn commentators was like, I think he needed to throw it up a little higher.
That shit is beyond.
They got bags on their heads up in the stands, man. Even the Giants got bags on their heads now. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I saw that.
They got 2 sets of 8s. They got the 8s and the 8s.
I can't believe it.
Oh shit!
How was the Bills Ram not the Monday night game though? We got stuck with my guys playing the Cowboys Monday night. Terrible.
Because nobody was expecting the Rams to beat the Bills.
Yeah, I guess not.
Because the Rams are inconsistent. So they
Both
thought
of
the
them,
Bills.
both of them are really.
Well, I mean, the record don't show that for the Bills, but what I seen from the Bills is what I knew about the Bills. The Bills been overrated all year. They just been winning games.
Mm-hmm.
They really been. I mean, if you really look at their record, I'll wait. Tell me who they beat that was really, really sweet. I mean,
Nobody. They were on a 7-game winning streak, but those were like 4 of those games they should have lost.
And the only game you can really say they won against a good team was the Chiefs, but that's only by the record. The Chiefs ain't looked good all year, so the Rams.
This was one of the.
They got blew out by the Ravens too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's the reason why I'm not sold on the Bills, because the same Ravens team that smashed the Bills, we beat the Ravens. The same Ravens team that smashed the Bills, the Chiefs beat the Ravens. But the Bills beat the Chiefs. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like
everybody's all over the place. Everybody's all over the place.
The Ravens lost to the Raiders. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you can't. For people that, and this is wrong with national media. They jump on this Josh Allen shit so tough. Don't get it twisted. Josh Allen is a great player, man. He can play. But to make it seem like that he just goes out there and he dominates the game is a laugher. That's a laugher to me. It's funny to me. Like, I really like.
He scored 5 touchdowns today in a loss.
Come on, brother.
Rams 3 touchdowns and 3 for 2 and lost.
The Rams secondary is pampered, and you still lost the game. You came all the way back to lose. Like, I got this funny feeling. This is one of the weirdest NFL seasons ever. It is. It really is. Because I don't know. It's just weird. It's really weird.
It's injury dominated though. It is injury dominated. Because Aiden O'Connell looked like he tore his ACL. Carr had his situation. There was a couple other players that looked like they almost got hurt real bad. So, and then our running back got hurt again. We got another running back hurt. So it's like, man, it's.
I don't know what to say. I do want to shout out Randy Moss. Randy Moss had to take a leave of absence from ESPN. He's dealing with a health scare, but he said it's something that he could take care of. He said it'd be all right. Shout out to the legend, Randy Moss. It was something else I wanted to talk about going forward. This is what I want to know from the guys. Since we just found out what the playoff is going to be, who is y'all's top 4? Who gonna make it?
Talking about college?
Yep. Who y'all got in Final 4?
That is the $1 million question. I could see Notre Dame being one of the teams. I could see y'all. I don't know. That's about as far as I got on that one because everybody just, I mean.
All right. So I got us. I got Texas reluctantly because that's kind of a weird bracket down there.
Can you really trust Texas, though?
No, not really. I could see them beating Clemson. And
I
then
can see Arizona State upsetting them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And I could see Penn State or Boise coming out of the one, but I think Notre Dame will make it out of the top end. So I got us. I'll tell you what.
So you think Notre Dame? You think Notre Dame's going to beat Georgia?
Yeah, Georgia's ass. Ain't got no quarterback. So I got
Yeah.
us, Arizona State.
Ooh.
I'll go Boise and Notre Dame.
Let me ask you a question. Listen to this.
Yeah.
You know these games are played on ABC and ESPN, right?
Right.
You really believe they gonna let Notre Dame beat Georgia?
Yeah.
Honestly, honestly though, like you really believe they're gonna let Notre Dame beat Georgia?
Well, if Texas can beat, well, you think they're going to let Texas lose to Arizona State by that theory?
Hell no. Hell no.
Do you think they're going to let Boise beat Penn State?
Hell no.
Okay.
I don't think.
You think they're going to let us beat
Boise.
Tennessee?
I don't think Boise can beat Penn State anyway.
Okay.
No.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how much. The thing with Penn State is Boise gonna play right into Penn State's hands.
Yeah,
Penn State loves playing good defense. That's what they do. If Boise can't throw the ball, they can't win. Because all they gonna do is pack that they gonna pack that box with 8 defenders, and they gonna dare Genty go ahead and try to beat us. And athletically, Penn State gonna be able to fuck them up. The thing with Penn State is, and actually Penn State got an easy way in. They got the easiest. Because SMU, they gonna D their ass up at home. Then they get Boise State in a neutral site. They gonna probably make the Final Four. So I can see Penn State making it. The Notre Dame Georgia shit though, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if Indiana beat Notre Dame.
Oh,
I'm gonna just be honest with you. I would not
That's
be
a possibility.
surprised. I'm telling you, like I could really. It's an in-state game because it ain't really gonna be no home game for neither team because it's like shit. Y'all in South Bend, but we from Indiana. What the fuck are we talking about? Like,
And it's gonna be cold as fuck too.
It's gonna be cold as fuck. Like,
to be honest with you, I really like the first round matchups.
I do too.
That's what I'm saying.
They're good. They're solid.
It's a hell of a first weekend of college football, man.
They solid. I think we're gonna beat Tennessee, but I think Tennessee gonna give us a fight because you have to. Right. You got to, man. This is it. Like, but I think playing Tennessee and having to see Oregon second will be the best thing that ever happened to us. For real. Because if you want to win it, that's probably gonna be the best. If you're gonna win that motherfucker, you might as well knock out the top dog first. You might as well get their ass about it.
You don't want to see the lightweight to get your head hyped up thinking you somebody and they get your face knocked off.
And we get a warm-up game. Remember, Oregon gonna come in this game cold when they play us. As long as we beat Tennessee, when they come in, they coming in cold. I'm like, shit. I'm not scared of. I don't think Ohio State fans or Ohio State is scared of Oregon. We lost by 1 point to Oregon. We know what it is.
Yeah, they gonna basically get 3 weeks off.
Yeah, we know what it is. That's why I just wanted to see what y'all thought about that. I looked at the brackets. I was like, yeah, it favors a couple different teams, but you know. But if Drew Aller have a pamper Saturday, SMU gonna beat them. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's one of them things where it's so intriguing because it's like any one of these teams in this first round, if the certain player slips,
you can throw a haymaker. Haymaker can be thrown.
You know what's great about college football right now is it's so like we don't have. Like years past, we had elite teams. You had teams that were just 5-star. That 5-star goes down. You got 3 waiting to take his place. You ain't got that no more because of the transfer portal and NIL. So I love the way that college football is more balanced now, and we're seeing teams like the SMUs and the Boise States and the Arizona States make these playoffs, which honestly I didn't think we would see those teams in here.
None of us did.
Yeah.
None of us did.
Even Oregon the first year. I didn't think Oregon the first year was going to be that good.
No, I seen Oregon making the playoffs.
Good. I figured they'd be good, but I didn't think they'd be undefeated, number 1 in the nation. You know what I mean?
So I
And
didn't see
when y'all conference.
I
I
thought they
didn't see
was
number one. I didn't see number one, but I seen them making the tournament though, for sure.
okay. Yeah,
I definitely didn't see them winning the Big Ten the first year at all, or in
Nah.
general.
right. They did.
Uh-uh.
Yeah. So, yeah, this has been an intriguing year, man, of college football, and I hope it continues, man. It's been great.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's hard to
yeah.
bet on, but it's great.
So I'm gonna do this one more time, and I'm gonna come back to this again because I'm gonna do it every round, but I'm gonna do it right now. 1-5. Who's your national champion?
Us.
And who's in the national championship playing each other?
I think it's us against. I think it's us and man. I think it's us and Notre Dame, man.
Notre Dame.
It's either us and Notre Dame or us and Georgia. Whoever comes out of that top is going. You know what I mean?
2 times who you got?
What if I said y'all get a rematch against Penn State and Ohio State?
Ooh.
Penn State, Ohio State national championship game.
I'm gonna be honest. I would not. I can't even look at you and be like, man, get the fuck out of here. I can see it. I can really see it.
Because in their part of the bracket, they got the best defense, and all they really need to do is hold them down and just get a couple scores here and there. They really just have to play deep.
If you look at it, it's crazy. The best two defenses in this tournament is out the Big Ten. That's the crazy.
Yeah. But this also, like you said, this also proves that the Big Ten was the best conference this year. Because I'll be honest with you, after watching that Texas and Georgia game, I said, you really could book both these motherfuckers out the playoffs for this shit. Because that shit was trash for most of the game. It didn't get interesting to the end.
Let me ask you guys this: for Georgia, does Beck come back to try to play this game, or do they set his ass?
The way he looked when he came in to hand that ball off, when he would not move that arm. Remember, and this is another thing you got to know. They did not disclose what happened for a reason, because I think it's fucked up bad.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, 1-5. If you ain't that hurt, you don't walk out and the motherfucker look dead. I mean, the motherfucker wasn't. I mean, he wasn't even raising. And I think
he was looking like Purdy in that NFC Championship game.
Like Purdy, yeah, and he got hit like Purdy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't. But I'm gonna be honest with you, 1-5. I don't really think it matters who the quarterback is, because the Stockton dude ain't no better. He okay.
I know.
He's okay.
But you know what's so disappointing? Everybody in the fucking world that was watching that game that has any common sense knew on that last play they were running the ball. How the fuck did they get that in the end zone is what I want to know.
I mean, you got to think, though. One thing I learned about Texas in this game, and I think I didn't pay attention to it this game, because I watched them play up north early in the season. It was early, and they dominated up north. But Texas' run defense is ass. It is ass.
Yeah, because we was able to run against them. We just couldn't put up no points.
And that's what I noticed, that what Georgia changed in the second half was Georgia started running the ball. See, Georgia stopped trying to drop back and throw it, because now one thing I give Texas is they secondary is good. They secondary can play, but they front seven stopping the run. Nah, you running on them, that's their ass. That's their ass, bro, for real. Like, and I don't know. We gonna see. We gonna see, because I feel like they getting a bye by playing Clemson, because Clemson is a fraud. That shit is fraud. That shit is so fraudulent. It's I mean, you got to put them there because they won. They beat who they beat, but Clemson is a fraud, bro. Like, let's keep it G. Clemson ain't that. And I'm gonna be honest, I still kind of believe Miami could have got in this, even though Miami's schedule was ass. Miami had too much talent and played too good of a season to get fucked over like that. But that's 2 years in a row. Florida school, they got fucked over with this college football shit. So we go.
And the ACC at that.
Yeah, 2 years in a row.
You know what's fucked up is that they didn't hold that same standard to Georgia.
They won't.
Why would they?
Why would they?
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, your quarterback.
The company that runs this is SEC.
Right.
They're
They
different
got
teams.
you see
That's the SEC.
Maybe
Hey,
Georgia.
1-5. Did you see the flags?
No, I saw.
What did I tell you? I said 11 flags for 94 yards. That's a running back's game in a college game.
Mm-hmm.
That's 11 carries for 94 yards.
Right.
Come on, man. Like the shit they was calling. I'm watching the game like this. So every time Texas make a big play, y'all gonna throw a flag. I said, okay, well, I see what we're doing. The game is played in Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what?
Again.
Can y'all at least change that? If you're gonna, I mean, it's the SEC. Okay, y'all got 100 stadiums, bro. Like, put them in Texas somewhere. Put them somewhere, but don't play in fucking Georgia, bro. Like, don't play. Play in Louisiana. Go play in the Superdome or something, bro. Like,
right.
Why y'all keep playing there, bro? Like, I can't. That shit is whack, bro. For real. Like, it's whack. That's home field advantage like a motherfucker. Like, that is so whack, bro.
No other conference does that.
That's a home game, bro.
Go to Tennessee. You could go to Tennessee and play in the Titans Stadium. You know what I mean? Vanderbilt ain't never going to be in the
You got to go bigger than that. You would have to go Superdome.
Yeah,
you would have to go Superdome for that type of game. But at least it's New Orleans. Right. LSU don't make it as much as Georgia does. Georgia makes it every fucking year. We gotta watch them play a home game every year in the SEC championship. That's why I ain't gonna lie to you. When Alabama was beating them in the SEC championship, I wasn't even mad. I was like, that's what the fuck y'all get.
You know what college should do? You know what college should do? When the season, the championship game site should be to be announced depending on the outcome of. So, say for instance, like for y'all, it was Penn State, and what you call it? You put it at a stadium that's still in your conference, but they ain't even playing for it to make sure it's a neutral site. It should always be a neutral site conference game.
Yeah, you could do that too.
In your conference,
But I think the reason why they don't do that is because everybody's stadium is different. As far as because you got to think, right. Penn State, Michigan, and Ohio State got the three biggest stadiums basically in the country. Right. You can only name like 2 or 3 in the SEC that's got stadiums as big as Ohio State, Penn State, and up north. Period. The reason why they picked them NFL stadiums is because it's an NFL stadium. Like, you know.
Okay, they go play in Miami then.
Why not? I don't give a fuck where you play, but don't play where the team that's in it. Don't play in.
It's home field advantage, man. Every time.
Give them a home. That's bullshit, man.
Or just have it at the damn best ranked team's home. Have it at home.
Now,
best ranked team.
Now, if it's Alabama, but the thing is, if it's Alabama and LSU and it's played in Georgia, okay, that's fine. But the last 6 years, Georgia been getting goddamn home cooking.
Yeah, no, I got you.
They don't deserve. You don't make it to the conference championship game to play a home game. So they shouldn't be able to do that. Just like we play in Indianapolis, we play in Indianapolis for a reason. When nobody has a home field, your fans have to travel. Period. Like, that's how you got to do it, bro. It make it better. Like, what's the point of me going to the conference championship game if I'm playing in your state still? Like, what the fuck are we? Well, I'm on your field. Like, this is your turf.
Right.
It's bullshit.
It's
bullshit, bro. It's been bullshit for years.
I don't even know how the other SEC schools even go on with that shit.
I don't get why they agree to it either. Because they cocky as fuck. They arrogant as fuck. They conference is arrogant. You know your conference is arrogant. When your coach retires and he watches sorry ass team that he retired from get their ass whooped by people that shouldn't even they be losing to, they get all these losses, and then at the end of the year he goes, "We should still be in the top 12 because we played so and so, but you lost 3 times, and you lost
to Oklahoma.
You lost to fucking Vanderbilt in Oklahoma in a down year for Oklahoma. Stop, bro. Like." You lost to Tennessee. Stop.
And you lost bad. You lost bad to us, too.
You got your ass whooped to Oklahoma. You got skunked. You damn near got skunked.
You just scored a touchdown.
Like, you really think we want to see y'all play again and lose in the first round? Nobody want to see that bullshit, man. We tired of that shit. Like,
I'll be honest with you.
Go ahead.
I think if you okay, let's say for instance we all agreed on a team to get out of this conference, out of this tournament, and we put them in. I think at least 10 of these teams can beat Alabama.
That's what I'm saying. This my whole thing with them. This is the problem with it. The reason why I don't have a problem, even if Georgia would have lost yesterday, right? The reason why I wouldn't have had a problem with Georgia making it is because Georgia has one of the top 5 strength of schedules in the country this year. So I can't take that from them.
Alabama didn't.
Alabama definitely didn't. Now, did Georgia squeak past a lot of wins? Yeah. Georgia should have lost a lot of games, but they didn't lose. So I'm not gonna punish their fan base for not losing. Mm-hmm. And that's what they did for SMU. They said, well, SMU only lost this many times, and they lost in this game. But before this game, they wasn't losing. So we're not going to, and that's what I got to say is going to make people like the college football playoff better, because now they're starting to show respect to all the schools. This ain't just about the SEC. Fuck the SEC.
Until everybody feel like shouldn't be there the minute they lose, now they got to get eliminated. That's whack.
But you know what's going to happen? This is what's going to happen, and it happens every year. If one of them small schools get blown out, you know what the narrative going to be. Well, if Alabama was there, they wouldn't have got blown out. Yes, the fuck you would have.
Yeah, they would.
You would have got your ass.
Hey, if you're getting blown out of Oklahoma this year, you're getting blown out by a whole bunch of these teams. Shut the fuck up.
You was getting spanked by Vanderbilt in Tennessee. So get the fuck out of here. We have no faith in you, Alabama. It's over.
Yeah. Try again next year.
So I can't wait to see how this gonna play out. So you saying you got Ohio State too? You got Ohio State I got Ohio State against the field. That's my national championship. That's what I'm gonna say. Ohio State against the field, because I don't know who they're gonna play. But I got Ohio State to win it all, but I got Ohio State against the field. That's all I'm gonna say.
Since I called the national championship last year, I feel confident enough to say Ohio State, Penn State. That's what's gonna be bucket.
I feel that. I think we done touched on them there, everything. Yeah, we pretty much have. We about to get ready for this game tonight. We will be back with y'all with our picks on, I want to say we probably going to do Thursday night this week. Also, I want y'all to like and share this episode. Make sure y'all check us out on YouTube. We're gonna keep hitting y'all with this shit. The more and more this goes on, the better we're gonna get. The NBA is gonna be in they are in our view right now. We will start talking about it soon. I will put this one thing out about the NBA. I just want to ask the guys this, and I don't know if y'all have kept up, but I'm pretty sure 2 times has. I don't know about you 1-5, but I'm gonna put this out here. What the fuck is wrong with the 76ers?
It's a colossal story. Dude, look, Embiid's knees fucked up. I don't think none of this shit fits together. It's just
it fits together, but he's hurt.
They're
not in each
But they got enough talent to not be this damn terrible.
But you got to think too. It's early, and we've seen this. You know, motherfuckers start this bad, and next thing you know, they knock off 20 straight or 15 straight and get going. So I mean, I seen them play the Bulls last night. They beat the Bulls, and they look good. They look like what the Sixers gonna look like. But I'm gonna be honest, Embiid might have to. He on the verge where he might have to have one of them surgeries where he's going to end his year, and it might not be this year, but it might be next year, or it might be at the end of this year. He gonna have to get a surgery done, bro, because you can't keep fucking your team over with them badass knees, homeboy. And that in every playoff is something with your fucking legs. So, I mean,
you know what's sad? You know what's sad, man? I had this feeling like he ain't gonna have a long career because of them knees.
I don't want to say that, but part of me say he's still gonna last because this is a soft ass NBA, and he don't take a lot of contact. And besides all that fake ass falling into people and falling down and shit that they be doing. Because, bro, come on, bro. Y'all don't be playing hard like that. Bro, y'all don't even be playing hard, bro.
But think about all the injuries he's had. Remember, when he first started off, he was fucked up for the first couple of years.
That's what I'm saying. But I think it's time. He's getting up in age, and he's putting more weight on his body too. I think he needs to work on slimming up like Joker, because
Yeah.
he needs to work on he needs to work on his fitness, because in the summertime, AD stays in shape. I'll give AD. AD might get hurt, but AD be in shape like a motherfucker. Joker be in shape because Joker went from that big boy to losing that weight. Now Joker, knock on wood, but Joker don't get hurt, and it's a
Yeah.
reason why. Because that dietitian he fuck with, they got him right, and that's what the fuck Embiid need to do. Because Embiid, you
Yeah, he
ain't
need to
lost
stop
no
eating
weight.
them big ribs and shit.
Yeah, Embiid, you ain't lost no weight, bro. You still the same size you been for the last 3 motherfucking years, bro.
That
Like,
motherfucker he going to each one of them goddamn Philly cheesesteak spots in Philadelphia, eating one a day and shit like a goddamn Tic Tac.
and then I'm gonna
I
throw
want,
out this other name. Go ahead.
I want to give a shout out to the Pistons for winning more games already than they won all of last year.
I told, bro, the Pistons got a low key squad out there because they got some vets on that team now. I
Yeah,
knew they was gonna start winning some games. But I'm gonna tell you who
yeah.
I want to give a shout out to too. And I want to give a shout out to him because I'm impressed by him, and I'm happy to see what he's doing, and I'm happy to see his team is back rolling. I want to give a shout out to Ja Morant. Ja Morant
Oh yeah,
is a bad motherfucker.
he sure is.
They beat the Celtics last night in Boston, and the shit he did on the baseline with the reverse
Oh, that
twin
reverse. Oh
backwards.
shit.
Oh my lord! And the motherfucker came out and said he don't even want to dunk no more, and I know why, because he don't want to have that Derrick Rose shit happen to him. I get it,
Yeah,
but I'm gonna be honest. The way he's switching his game up, the way he's starting to pass more and not thinking score first. Remember I said this. The Grizzlies gonna be a problem in the playoffs this year. If
oh
they
yeah,
stay healthy, and the way they implemented Edey, oh, they're gonna be a problem.
yeah.
They're gonna be a motherfucking problem, huh?
You know what's exciting for me is the fact that you got the Oklahoma Thunder, you got the Grizzlies, you got the Rockets that are young.
Rockets balling too.
Then in the East, you got Cleveland and Orlando that's young.
Cleveland really balling.
Yeah, but Orlando got a lot of injuries right now because what's your boy Wagner?
Banchero ain't even playing either.
Yeah, they both out.
So we got some young bucks in here that are playing really good this year. That man, to be honest with you, if I'm calling right now, I'm gonna say Cleveland and Memphis in the finals.
That's your
To
finals.
beat Boston.
Like right.
That's your finals.
Yeah, Cleveland.
You said Cleveland and Memphis. Who you got? Who you got?
I ain't got them beating Boston. It's gonna be Boston and somebody. It might be Boston and Golden State again. Hey, I don't know about that Boston shit now. Hey, I don't even like to say that shit, but I mean,
hey, 1-5. Listen, I done made him a believer. Remember he would always deny it. Like, nah, man, Boston be bullshitting. Now I got to tell you, motherfuckers.
I mean,
hey, man, listen. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Harbaugh coached the Heat too.
Listen, in a game, you can beat them in a game, but in 7 games, you ain't
gonna do
Boston, bro. You can't beat
Boston
in 7, bro. No, not when they healthy, and they healthy right now.
And if you're gonna do it, you better have the home court advantage, because you don't want to have to go to Boston in Game 7.
I got my finals is Boston.
Okay.
Boston and either the Grizzlies or Golden State.
Okay.
Because Golden State is giving me that same feeling they gave me the year they beat Boston. When everybody's like, but Golden State done. And I knew they wasn't done that year. I was like, they gonna fuck around and go to the finals. And Curry just, that bad Curry had that year was just crazy. He was on some shit. And I'm like, they gonna win. And now if you watch their team, they full. They bench is nice and everything. I mean, they're on a little losing streak right now, but man, that shit don't last. It's the NBA.
Yeah, it's 100,000 games.
And I'm gonna be honest. I gotta admit this now. I'm gonna say this out loud. Don't sleep on Denver getting Westbrook, because now for some reason they got Westbrook looking good.
I know. I wasn't even gonna say nothing. I was like,
Westbrook look good in Denver, man. He been hooping. He be hooping.
Even though
like,
even though they lost to the Wizards, who hadn't won a game since October.
But it's NBA.
Hold on. The Joker scored 56 points in a loss to the Wizards.
That's just like
56 and 8.
That's just like y'all beat us by damn near 40 the other night, and I was like, I mean, you can't. It's the regular season, man. I don't get caught up in the regular season.
Nah, because that shit don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing.
No.
Can we go?
I want to see what this cup do.
Can we do an over/under for Washington this year?
Yeah, they should be. Yeah, their season's over, and they should be under the ground.
The Wizards? You talking about the Wizards?
Yeah, the Wizards. Over/under 15 games. They win more or lose less?
Under 15.
Under
15? You don't think they're going to win more than 15 games?
No, I think they're going to go over 15. I was just setting over/under at 15.
I think they're going to win over 15 games. It's 82 games 2 times. You don't think they can win? You don't think
last year they didn't. Last year they won what, 12?
They won 12 last year?
They won like 12 games last year. They was like 10 or 12 games. It was something real low. It was something real. Remember one time.
But Jordan Poole got hurt though. He was hurt.
Either way, last year the Wizards, the Pistons, and somebody else combined for it was like a month straight of no wins. Like none of them won for a month combined last year. Now I'm not trying to compare last year to this year.
I don't know. Shit, I don't know.
No, like them motherfuckers win 16 games.
Hey, I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth on that one. I can't even answer that. Fuck that. Anybody get me caught up in some bullshit?
Nah, because you look at the Wizards roster, you're like, man, that's a fucking trash bag there.
All right, I got another question, though. Question. Since we about to start approaching the playoffs pretty soon, who's y'all NFL? Who's your Super Bowl? That's a good one, ain't it?
Yeah. I'm going to go Eagles out of the NFC. They're just playing the best right now. And then AFC, man, I think is kind of wide open, to be honest with you. Like, all those teams have flashes, but, I mean, I'm going to go Eagles. The Eagles-Lions should be the Super Bowl, but that'll be the NFC Championship game. I think you guys win that, go to the Super Bowl against, I'll say the Chiefs, man, just because.
I get it.
I got Kansas City. I got Kansas City coming out the AFC because until somebody proves that they can beat them, and when it comes to that time of year, Kansas City, and then I think the Eagles can beat the Lions, but if the Lions have the home field advantage, it's a tough one. I feel like they can still beat them in Detroit either way. But Lions, Kansas City and Detroit, if they got the home field advantage, if Eagles, Chiefs, if it's in Philadelphia, I don't even like that. That's the only way I can make it because I want to. It's so uppity, man, and it's like it's between one of y'all two. I think y'all got the upper hand in the NFC just because y'all been there. Y'all still got the core people that went to the championship of the NFC championship and the Super Bowl the last couple of years. And then the Chiefs are the Chiefs.
I got us, regardless if we play in Detroit or Philly, and the reason why because defense travels, and my defense is better than Detroit's defense, and they got
I agree with that.
They got a lot of injuries, so I don't really give a fuck if we play them there or play them in Philly. Because what I just saw, the Packers should have won the game, but the Packers ain't good enough, and we beat the Packers, and they barely beat the Packers. And when I'm watching the game, I'm looking at it like, well, I played them, and they playing them now. And yeah, it's a divisional rival, but you also at home, and you missing a lot of keys to your defense. And if you miss them keys against my team and my O-line, we gonna run it down your fucking throat. And ain't nobody on their secondary can guard AJ Brown. Period. There's not one player on Detroit because the way Watson was shitting on them, he was shitting on them. If they would have had Romeo Dobbs, they probably would have won the game. But Jordan Love was doing pamper shit during the game too. I don't know what the fuck wrong with Jordan Love, but he blows it a lot too.
That's just part of his game.
I gotta go Kansas City because this is one of them years, just like last year. You shit on Kansas City all year. They don't look good. They don't look good. And then 5 minutes later, they in the fucking NFC, the AFC Championship game.
Exactly.
Then they
Exactly. Why did they play that game? Until they get
we
beat.
getting a rematch. I think we getting a rematch against.
Yeah. There's no point. Because can we really ride this Buffalo ride? Can we really ride the Pittsburgh ride? No, we can't ride those rides.
Baltimore. Nope. Mm-mm. And
None of them.
only way Kansas City don't go is Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen gonna have to do some Superman and Batman shit to knock him out. That's the only way. Outside of that, I gotta go my homeboy.
No, and normally they go to the playoffs and do some Peter Griffin shit.
Goofy shit.
Yeah, did you see that there was only one NFC team knocked out of playoff contention or eliminated so far?
Yeah, because the NFC is the best conference right now.
Man,
it had to be the Giants because they have the number one pick. They're in position to have the number one pick so far. Yeah, especially when the Jaguars won that game today.
Titans, Patriots, and Raiders.
But remember, the NFC has damn near had the best record.
To beat my Bengals.
The NFC has had damn near the best record in the last 3 years going into the Super Bowl and still lost the Super Bowl. So, I mean, it don't really mean shit when my homeboy over there and you got Andy Reid, the chemist. It's a problem. But I think if we played them again, like if we get the rematch in the Super Bowl, I think we could beat them this time because my defense is better and my running game is better, and I don't think they can stop the run. I don't think Kansas City built for that because they.
I don't know if your defense is better than that when y'all went in with Kansas City the first time, but it's just damn good.
No, this defense is better. No, because our secondary is better. Our secondary wasn't as good as this secondary, and that was our problem. Our front seven was good that year. But our front four this year is better than that front four. Our linebackers is better this year too than that Super Bowl team too. My second.
I mean, younger. I get what you're saying. They're younger. They
was old as shit. I mean, think about what they was beating us on. They was beating us on the 5-yard line on a pick play, and they ran the same pick play on the 5-yard line in the Super Bowl 3 times and scored a touchdown. That shit ain't gonna happen with you can't get that off every time on us now. We ain't gonna fall for that dumbass shit again. And Jalen Carter, you gotta remember, we played them last year in Kansas City, and Jalen Carter was kicking their O-line's ass, and we beat them in Kansas City. So that lets you know, bruh, they O-line ain't as good as it was last year, and they secondary is falling apart, Kansas City. But don't get it twisted. I'm just telling you the facts. But I ain't saying they ain't going to the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, you ain't want to do that.
Hell no. So let's get up out of here with our sad notes. I did 2 times first. No, I did 1-5 first. 2 times. What's your side note?
Since we only cover so many teams in college football, my side note today is going to be the fact that we play Navy in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. And I'm going to be honest with you. I normally, when we don't have a year where we're in contention, I normally don't watch the game just because I'd be disappointed. But I'm actually going to watch that game because, for one, Jackson or Arnold Jackson or Jackson Arnold, whatever you want to call him, is actually transferring. So I don't know if he's even going to play in that game. We're going to be looking for a transfer quarterback for next season. So hopefully I get to see some players that's probably going to be a part of our future next season playing in this bowl game, especially since we got all these fucking injuries. So Friday the 27th, all y'all Sooners fans on December 27th, Navy in Oklahoma.
And you hired Western Kentucky's offensive coordinator. Yeah. I seen that. 1-5. What is your side note for tonight?
Man, my side note's music related. I just wanted to salute my man here, Bad News, and our boy Tino. We've been hitting some airwaves with the song Confidence. We got an article coming out very soon in a publication. I was hit today, told that it was written and submitted. So once it goes up, they'll let me know. So, I mean, even though the album may be a few months old, we're still working it. And we're trying to get this thing out to as many people as possible. Right now, we're on the air in Chicago, New York, LA, and in Connecticut. And every now
I
and
mean,
again,
a few months don't really matter, man. Michael Jackson was putting out singles 3 or 4 years after he put an album out on the same album, so that shit's still new.
what they say is just because it's old to me and news doesn't mean it's not new to somebody that hasn't heard it yet. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We have music that's 5-10 years old that's going to be brand new to somebody that's never heard it. So what we're trying to do is branch out the music a little bit more to get to new audiences so that they can go back and discover the discography. And hopefully we get some really nice fans out of it and stuff like that. But everything's looking up going into next year, so I'm excited for it.
I am too.
Good job.
I'm really excited. My side note for the night is I agree with you wholeheartedly because I'm really excited for what the fuck we about to do because we got a lot of shit planned. We got photo shoots coming. We got a lot of shit we gonna give y'all, man. I'm really excited about the direction of where this podcast is going next year. I will be sooner than they think, making moves where me and my guys will have some shit going on. I haven't told them yet. I got a secret. I'm gonna keep it to myself for right now, but we will be. This gonna upgrade really fast, and everybody's been riding along with us, watching us. Just keep your eyes open, cause shit gonna change real fast, and it's gonna change real drastic. 2025 is gonna be On God Podcast year, and I put that on everything I love. It's gonna be our year. I just know it because I know what we got. I know what we got in store. We also will for 2025 start bringing people on the show. We literally will start fucking with y'all. We just wanted to get our foot in here to let y'all see what we got going on. Get the ears, get everybody's ear into it, listening and watching. But I want to thank everybody that's been checking us out. But just look out for us in 2025 because we gonna go another level. We got to. That's just everything you do, you're supposed to up. You know what I'm saying? You got to up it up. So we gonna do that for y'all. But I want to say I appreciate everybody for checking us out. Like I say every time, like and share this show. Please watch us on YouTube. Please subscribe to our channel. We are really popping with everything we talk about. If you have anything you want to talk to us about, chime in. We ain't tripping. We will literally talk to you. We will be hands-on with you. We like the interaction. This is a debate show. This is not no disrespect to any team, any culture, any creed, anything like that. It's about fandom. It's about being a fan of sports. We love sports and we talk about anything. Oh, another thing I want to put out there is shout out to Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach for their fight coming up next year.
Oh yeah.
We will get into the Gervonta Davis thing soon. I'm going to talk about it, especially the thing with his trainer, Calvin Ford, because everybody keeps thinking him and Calvin Ford is done. But we're going to talk about the fact that Gervonta Davis said he might retire after this year of boxing coming up. So we're going to talk about that too as well in our next show. I'm going to leave y'all like I always leave y'all. Everything I do it on God. Everything we do it on God. And when I do it with these two crazy motherfuckers, we do it on God. I am Young Money Bad News, the co-CEO of the Star Money Click, the number one rap in the world, the BMC Capo. That is 1-5. The other co-CEO of the Star Money Click, the number one producer in the world and the owner of Punish Me Vodka. That is Jimmy 2 times, the disgruntled 49er fan and the hopeful Sooner fan and my brother from another mother. We was the On God Podcast. We out.
Assalamu alaikum, baby.